There's this idea out there that if you work hard, eventually you're gonna burn out. And sure, there are some jobs where that's true. But most of us, we don't burn out from working too much. We burn out from working too little. When I was younger, I had this one-track mind. Like a laser. I would work all day, all night if I had to. Just get me closer to my goals. But over time, I started listening to these voices in my head telling me to slow down, telling me that it wasn't worth it, telling me that I should take a break. And I did, and it felt good. For a while, those voices seemed like my friends. They were there to help, to guide me, to protect me, but they weren't. Those voices were my enemies. They were trying to hold me back. They were trying to keep me small. They were trying to snuff out the fire inside of me. I used to think that those voices were coming from a good place, that they cared about me, that they wanted the best for me. But now I see that they were just wrong. Comfort is a liar. It told me I was fine, that I didn't need to push, that rest was easier. And it felt good, for a while. But slowly I was drifting, losing edge, losing fire. Comfort is a liar. It robs your potential and wraps it in silence. I can't tell you how many people I've seen fall into this trap. People who could have accomplished anything, but they listened to the voice. The voice that tells them to stay in their lane. The voice that tells them to play it safe. The voice that tells them to play small. So many people listen to that voice, and it keeps them stuck. It keeps them average. It keeps them broke. But here's the thing. That voice isn't real. There is no such thing as playing too big. There is no such thing as trying too hard. The only thing that's hard is breaking free from the trap. But once you do, once you start ignoring that voice, something amazing happens. You get to decide who you want to be. You get to decide how big you want to dream. You get to decide how much money you want to make. You get to decide how much of an impact you want to have. So I encourage you, don't listen to the voice. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to the people who tell you that you can't do it. Run toward the discomfort. That's where your potential is waiting for you. That's where your growth is. That's where your life will be most fulfilled. Because when we embrace the uncomfortable, that's where the magic happens. Most people avoid pain. They avoid discomfort. They avoid challenges. They avoid failure. But you shouldn't. Because that's where your breakthrough is going to happen. That's where you're going to learn the most. That's where you're going to grow the most. So I encourage you, when you feel that voice telling you to slow down, telling you to quit, telling you to give up, don't listen. Run toward it. Because that's where your growth lives.